Hi, I'm Colton.
And I'm Winston!
We're so glad that you're joining us today. We are learning about what happened at the very beginning of this book.
What book is that?
It's the Bible.
Oh, I know that book! That's God's special book!
Yes, it is. And we're going to see what happened at the very beginning of everything. The Bible tells us all about it. The Bible shows us how strong and how powerful God is and how much He loves us.
I like that about God!
Me too. You know what? I think we should sing a song to God right now to tell Him how much we love Him.
Oh, okay, I'm in!
Friends, stand on up with us.
And let's sing a song to God!
God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you. God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you. I'll get quiet and read your word every day. I'll open my heart to hear from you every day. I worship you in all that I do every day. God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you. God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you. I'll get quiet and read your word every day. I'll open my heart to hear from you every day. I worship you in all that I do every day. God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you. God, you are my God, you are my God, I'll follow you.
That was great. You can all sit down now.
Hey Colton, can you read me one of those Bible stories about the very beginning of everything?
Sure. Let's open up our Bible to the very first pages and see what we can learn.
I think we'll need our thinking caps for this.
Good idea. Friends, put on your thinking caps too, and your listening ears.
Ready?
Now, let's watch our Bible story.
Yep, this will work. Hey guys, it's me, Jaden. I'm glad you're here. As you can see, I've been busy today. There's a place near my house that feeds people who don't have enough food to eat. I'm making sandwiches for them. Can you guess what kind? Peanut butter and jelly, my favorite. So here's the plan. First, we'll start with 2 slices of bread. Then I'll spread some peanut butter, and then jelly. Actually, I spread some extra jelly. That's my secret ingredient. Last, I'll put it in the bag. Only have to make 100 sandwiches in 1 hour. 1 hour? Ah! I'll never be able to make 100 sandwiches in an hour.
Who?
Oh, hey Ollie.
Hello, Jaden. Who? Did you holler, ooh, who?
I did, Ollie. I'm supposed to make 100 sandwiches in an hour. I'll never make it on time.
Making things takes time, that's true. But I know of a story that will help you. You'll see in the Bible. Just follow me through.
Follow me through, follow me through, who? Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Oh, hi, friends. I'm Justin the Mailman. Boy, do I love what we're talking about this month. We're talking about people who help. Did Did you know that's my whole job? It is. I help people get their mail. And I have some mail that will help me tell you today's Bible story. Do you want to hear it? Fantastic. I'll just put these story letters in the mailbox. Okay, so today's true story is about a guy who needed a lot of help. His name was Nehemiah. And he was very sad. See, the city of Jerusalem, his home, used to have a big wall around it. The wall protected the people, but Nehemiah found out that the wall was broken. So sad. He wanted to build it back up, but he couldn't do it on his own. He needed help. So first, Nehemiah prayed and asked God to help him. And God said, "You can count on me." Then Nehemiah went to the king and asked if he could go build the wall and if he could have some supplies. And the king said, "Sure, I'll help." Then Nehemiah called to the people of the city and asked if they would help. And they said, "Sure, we'll help." And before you knew it, the whole community was helping. The moms and the dads and the grandpas and the teachers and the doctors and the farmers. They worked and worked until finally the wall was complete. Great job, everyone. You built the wall in 52 days. And that only happened because everyone helped. I know Nehemiah was thankful for all of the people who helped build that wall. Oh, hi, Ollie. Tell me, who are you thankful for? I'm thankful for people who help me. Yes, it's true. Now, I want to hear it from you. Tell me, who are you thankful for? I'm thankful for people who help me. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it. I'll see you next time. So there's your story, and it's all true. Nehemiah needed help, and you need help too.
You're right, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
What a cool story about people helping each other. I think I'm gonna need some help to get this big job done. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it?
Got it!
Good. Nehemiah got help from his neighbors. I can get help from mine too. I am so thankful for my neighbors. I'm gonna go ask some of my neighbors to come help me. See you later. Bye.
God's story, Nehemiah. So part of God's story is about a guy named Nehemiah, and it goes like this. Remember God's family? They were called the Israelites because they lived in, you guessed it, Israel. But some of them lived far away from their home, and one of those guys was Nehemiah. He lived in Persia and worked for the king. One day, his brother told him that a city in Israel called Jerusalem was suffering, and many people there weren't following God anymore, and their city wasn't in very good shape. Nehemiah cried, "God, you are wonderful, but your family's home is in trouble. Please help us. When I serve the king his wine today, make him pleased with me and have him do what I ask." Later, when Nehemiah served the king's wine, the king noticed that Nehemiah looked sad. So the king asked why. Nehemiah told him about Jerusalem and asked if he could go back to rebuild the wall. The king could have killed Nehemiah for asking to leave, but instead, he said go. He even helped. That's because God heard Nehemiah's prayer and answered it. Anyway, Nehemiah went to work rebuilding the wall, but little did he know he was going to need to ask for a lot more help from God. See, God and his family have always had enemies, and these enemies wanted to stop Nehemiah and the people helping him. First, they made fun of them. So Nehemiah prayed again. He said, "God, some people hate us. Please get rid of them," and went back to work. Now, God does hear and answer every prayer, but sometimes not in the way we expect or even in the way we want. And at first, it seemed like God wasn't answering this one at all, because when the enemies saw that Nehemiah was still building, they planned an attack. But Nehemiah trusted that God heard his prayer even if it didn't feel like it. And God did! He caused some people to overhear the enemy's plan and warn Nehemiah. Even though the enemies were still after him, Nehemiah planned a defense and told the others, "Don't be afraid of your enemies. Remember the Lord. He is great and powerful." And on they worked, building, building, building. The closer the wall got to being finished, the more Nehemiah's enemies realized they couldn't stop him by making fun of him or by attacking him. Time for something else. They tried everything. They sent messages to get Nehemiah to leave the wall and meet them. He wouldn't. They hoped Nehemiah's hands would get weak, but Nehemiah had asked God to make his hands stronger. They even paid a priest to ask Nehemiah to leave the wall and come to the temple. But Nehemiah trusted God more than anyone else, even the priest, and he refused to stop doing the job God had given him. Kids, are you willing to listen to God and obey him, no matter what? Well, finally, the wall was done. God's family got to go home again, and Nehemiah's enemies found that nothing stops God's plans. The Israelites celebrated and praised God, and as they praised, they realized how much their sins had hurt God, and they felt terrible. They told God they were sorry and thanked him for helping them. Then they made a brand new promise to follow him, and Jerusalem was once again a safe place where people honored God. And that's the story of Nehemiah. But just so you know, there's another story where God fixes something that's broken. See, one day, God would send a very special rescuer, not to save a wall, but to save the world. He made it possible for not just Israelites, but everyone in the whole world to confess their sin to God, thank him for his rescue, and follow him. And just like that old wall was made new back then, our old lives can be made new right now, because Jesus has rescued us. And that's a part of God's story.